And welcome to another episode of Papi Jae Wize El Jefe on the BS3 network. I am your boy WIZE.
I'm Papi J. I didn't know you was not gonna say my name, yo.
I said the Papi Jae and Wize show, and
Yeah,
that says I am WIZE.
I thought you was gonna introduce me
Nah, I'm
to
not gonna introduce. What are you talking? What
it.
introduce it to you? What, you crazy? Anyway, all right. So we're gonna start off by acknowledging that it's Hispanic Heritage Month. Obviously, we're Puerto Ricans, so we're proud to be Hispanic and contribute to what Hispanics are doing out here in the world. But it's like to us, man. We were raised by two amazing Puerto Rican women that taught us some great values and everything. So, and listen, our culture, we love our culture. We're proud to always say that we're Puerto Rican, and yeah, man. So big shout out to the Hispanic, all the Hispanics out there in the world.
I know, yo. I should have Googled it. I ain't Googled the boxer that they was talking about. I ain't know she was like amazingly nice and
I don't even know what boxing. I haven't really been following boxing, so I don't really know who
nah,
she
I
is.
wasn't following it. They was talking about it on Sports Center. She was
Mm.
like for the Spanish heritage.
Oh,
She
okay.
she was vicious.
That's good to know. All right, so you know what? Today we got some special topics we're gonna talk about, but first we're gonna talk about the NBA situation. The Phoenix Suns owner was suspended a year and fined $10 million. Do you think that was enough for what he did?
I
Yo,
know. Yo,
I said the Phoenix Suns owner Robert Shaver, well, the governor, the Phoenix Suns governor, Robert Shaver, was suspended for a year and fined $10 million.
I mean, $10 million to a billionaire. I mean, is what to a per average person? What would you say? Like
I don't know.
to you, to you, $10 million to a billionaire is what to you?
$1,000? I don't know. $100?
All right, so then the fine is trash for what he do, for what he's accused of.
Accused of saying the N word at least 5 times. Um, Sexual harassment, misogynistic behavior. Yeah, so he was fined, suspended 1 year and fined 10 million. So
All right,
I
so
know LeBron had something to say about it, and Chris Paul had something to say about it.
all right, we have a special guest in the house.
Oh,
So
you're
if you
right.
hear a voice, just know that it's another sports guy. But dude, they took away a team from one guy for just recordings. This dude is her. He didn't. The dude that they took to
It
get
was
the
a
team from did not sexually harass anybody. He
it was
just
it
was a
was
racist.
it was it was yeah, it was a 1 year investigation. They started it sometime last year, and this is what they come back with. So I guess they didn't want to have another Donald Sterling situation.
And that's what I'm saying. Like if Donald Sterling losing his team because he was talking to his girlfriend about niggas, then this guy right here, I mean, that's the bar. That's what they said about Deshaun Watson and everything. All these bars that they moving. So if Donald Sterling losing his team for that was the bar, then this dude Saver from the Suns, he did way worse. He was despicable. He should have
Yeah.
got punched in his mouth, but he
Well,
owns the team.
nobody punched him in the mouth though.
Yeah, somebody got people got to start punching sexual harassers in the mouth.
It's a big thing. A lot of people are upset with the situation. LeBron is definitely not happy with it. Chris Paul, who actually plays for the Phoenix Suns, he voices displeasure with this with how little the punishment was.
All right, and when Donald Sterling did what he did, everybody was ready not to play. So I just want me, for me, Chris Paul was on the Clippers. He had went through the Donald Sterling thing.
Yo, he got the worst.
And now Chris Paul is on the Suns. And he's like NLPA type dude.
He was one of the like vice president of the Players Association.
Man, I mean, it just goes to show how they move the goalposts. Because they know more and more as these emails and stuff start getting exposed and texts start popping up out of people's lives when people are hunting that shit down. Because there's people out there just digging. All these owners, I don't think, not many of them haven't said the word nigger. I'm just saying me. I think half of them probably more than almost.
I'm sure a bunch of them has said it.
All right.
I'm positive a bunch of them have said it. I'm not.
I think they
saying so. That's why they're like, listen, 5 times isn't that bad, and they don't really. I guess they didn't have them recorded like they had Donald Sterling.
You don't need them to be recorded.
But listen, but
I get it.
It's different. It's different when it's hearsay. It's different when it's hearsay.
I get it.
Or when you really have someone actually recording him say such things. Because anybody can say anything. Because anyone can say anything. They can say he said it.
All right.
I'm saying, but you actually have Donald Sterling on recording saying the words he said.
All right, now that you said
we don't really have the recordings of him. This is hearsay.
All right, and I'm about to blow that shit up. Listen, it's hearsay when Karen calls on a person, but you getting slayed. You getting slayed. Karen ain't got this. Karen is gonna say something, and you have to fight it. He has to fight it. Hearsay or not, he has to fight it.
How we know he didn't fight it? How we know he didn't fight it? And he was like, I'll take the year suspension, pay that $10 million.
He ain't fight it, man. They saying that they using that as an excuse, but let it be something. And come on, man, the NFL plays again slaughtered for less.
Of course,
for less than that, man. How you are personally, like who? Deshaun Watson. Dude, he got 1,000 people saying that. So if that Saber has more than 25 people saying that this is what he does, where's the outcry?
It said 5 times, at least 5 times.
At least 5 times.
That's what they said. It's not 25 times. They said at least 5 times.
All right, but I just want to ask you, as a person from
I don't know. I don't know who's the 5 times he said
it. In the same sentence.
Was it in the same sentence?
I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it was in the same conversation.
Listen,
I don't know if it was in the same conversation or not.
All right, but listen to what I'm saying. That makes this funny. Is that who and anybody? I'm not even saying like you or you supposed to know somebody. I'm saying think about it. Who says the word nigga only 5 times?
Nigga, I don't know.
There's nobody that says it. If you use the N-word, you use the N-word. There's not I meet my quota for the month. We got a live audience. Excuse the coffee. But I'm saying who's gonna nobody says it 5 times.
Not on there.
Stop.
Not on there.
Stop.
I'm telling you, not on there before you even do it.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yo,
this is BS3 network. Yeah,
I forgot this. Yeah, I forgot this is the network. But anyway, I'm not gonna stick on it. All I know is you can't see. I never heard nobody say it only 5 times. That's like
I'm sure in his lifetime he said it more than 5 times.
And I'm sure more than 25 people he said it to. That's what I'm trying to say.
But the NBA went under the investigation. But his shit was crazy because now he's like sexual harassment, some misogynistic.
Say he pulled down some dude's pants in front of other players.
Players are workers.
Huh?
Players are workers.
Workers, players, whoever. They all on a team, man. I don't separate the people who's in the office. They all a team. That's what it's called, right? The team.
Yeah.
And he pulled down somebody. He was, man, listen, you bugging. That enough is alone. Then that's like Deshaun Watson saying on the thing, but naked. You pulling down somebody's pants made them uncomfortable. I'm just saying, if you pull down if somebody ran up to you and pulled down your pants, you might be mad, but you very uncomfortable if there's other people around.
I'm sure we are.
Yeah, so I mean,
all right, we're gonna take a quick break, man. We'll come back and I don't know if we're gonna touch up on the subject still, but
nah, we done with this. We're going to Brett Favre.
You've been waiting for that one, I know.
Yeah.
All right,
man.
so we'll be back.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
And we're back from our break. All right, so I know you're itching to talk about this. So it seems as NFL Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winning quarterback, Brett Favre is in some deep ish. It looks like he defrauded the state of Mississippi of some welfare money.
Going to jail.
What is on your mind about this?
Yo, dude, it's just crazy. Like
it goes. Listen, it goes beyond him, man. It goes all the way to the governor.
Governor Phil Bryant. Because I just pulled it up. I'm trying to be professional about this one.
I got you.
Yeah, I want your
Bryant.
name on this one. Former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant and Brett Favre, former Mississippi State player.
Well, he's from Mississippi. He's from Mississippi. He's from Mississippi.
That's how long they've been scandaling, yo.
So it's some serious allegations, man. That if he's defrauded, well, they haven't gone to court yet. It hasn't been proven yet. There's allegations until we know he did it.
The chick and her son, because the lady from the organization that her and her son have pled guilty to misusing public funds in exchange for their testimony. So that means they're testifying against Brett Favre and Phil Bryant. That's what her son already pled. Oh man, Brett Favre, you should have turned yourself in, bro. They're gonna come kick in his door.
He's done.
Are they gonna have a cheese head on? Like they're gonna have the back.
Oh man.
I think it's messed up because with everything going on in Mississippi, and I'm gonna be serious now. Everything that's going on in Mississippi and everywhere in all the states, all the poverty, all the crime, all the not defunding of stuff.
So it's like
while they defunding the schools, they're passing the money out amongst
wealthy.
It was like 77 million. They said overall. Like
overall,
yeah, that lady was doing that. Like they said, it was like a lot of bread. Like, look, 5 million from the welfare program. That was 5 million. The first thing they sought out for. So they sought out for 5 million from the welfare program, and then he builds his daughter. He donates the money to the school so they could build the volleyball thing.
Because his daughter was in volleyball.
So you taking 5 million from.
So you take that 5 million, right? You donate it, right? That's a write-off. Yeah. That's cleaning your money.
Yep.
Money that ain't yours is welfare money. It's the money that goes to help people.
But it's
That
like
is
all those,
insane.
it's like all those PPPL loans. There's a lot of look at all these big corporations that took these loans and they didn't need them, but they were meant for
never get in trouble.
And they were meant for small business owners.
But you know what? They got the right people doing the paperwork.
That's what it is. And then when they get caught out there, like, why did you need? Oh, they give back them, whatever. It's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, because they gotta go
the
down.
The difference is we got text messages, and this old bitch is talking about.
Yeah, she was, the text conversation between her and Favre. I read it this morning.
Yeah.
And they popped it up, like each text on ESPN. And I was like, wow, he was literally asking her, yo, is there a way to take that extra $1 million and pay me?
To mention, hold on.
Now look, not even to do nothing, to pay himself. There was an extra $1 million floating.
Yo, Wise, look up how poor Mississippi is.
Yo, I know how poor Mississippi is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes it so much worse.
And yeah. And instead of giving back to, like, this is what the problem is, man. These people get money, the wealthy get this money, and they want to just keep it for themselves. They take from the poor, they take from the ones that don't have it. I'm saying this money was meant for the poor people of Mississippi.
Yeah,
and not for a multi-millionaire football player.
And a governor.
And the governor. But we already know politicians is corrupt, man.
Yeah, but it's nice to see it exposed. It's like to see the connections. You think
Mitch McConnell. Look at Mitch McConnell. He's the senator for Kentucky, and this dude is a multi-millionaire. Look at Nancy Pelosi. And I'm going after Republicans too. I'm going after these
people. Just know them old white people are voting whichever way, whoever's paying.
That's where they're voting, and that's the problem. That's the problem that these people stay in office for years and years and years.
You know how many people Brett Favre probably got to vote for that dude? You know how many? If you go back and look at YouTube videos and probably see how many like those big speeches they give and like bring out the celebrities.
Oh yeah. Listen. Having Brett Favre in your pocket, it doesn't hurt because he has a lot of fans.
Because I was a fan of his. I love the way he played. I love how he played. I love that he was like always gun ho. I like that. I like Jameis Winston. I like people that's gun ho.
So anyway,
I don't know, man. I think that the punishment, like this, just shows, like not to me, because I always.
But it's not. Is that what I'm saying? This is not the only. There's other people doing it.
Yeah, but
he just got caught.
For the world to see.
He just got caught.
There's video now, like you said.
He got caught.
There's Texas. So now this is real. People, you tell people that they're like, yeah, you're a conspiracy theorist, and then all of a sudden, bang, this helps the conspiracy theorist people because it wasn't a conspiracy. It was
that politicians are corrupt. There was no doubt.
Yeah, but not like this, not connected with the NFL. This goes back.
Let's get it straight. It's not connected with the NFL. It's connected to Brett Favre,
who's an NFL player.
Who
still pops up on NFL talk.
Retired NFL player.
There's a lot of retired ones, and they all work for NFL.
Listen,
they all still promote NFL.
That don't mean NFL. That don't mean the NFL had any part of his scam. His scam. I'm saying that's all I'm saying.
Listen, if it was the NFL, we wouldn't know about it. That's a fact.
Yo, listen. I'm not saying that the NFL is guilty. I'm just saying participants of the NFL that are not the minorities, it shocks. It's more. It's like, oh wow, you got John Gruden. Oh wow, like all these guys. Now it's like, oh, you got to have sympathy. He's in. No, just like the other athletes that get slayed. Everybody should get slayed. Keep it even.
Listen, we here on Real Wise, we definitely slay everybody. It doesn't matter if you red, blue, Don't matter. It don't matter if you're a
Yeah, if you
superstar
wrong,
reporter.
you wrong.
Yeah,
Especially
we're
if
gonna
you
call
get
you out.
caught.
They took 10 years of Bruce Allen's emails, and the only thing they came back with was John Gruden and some big black lips. That was the only shit you heard.
They hate everything else.
Emails?
Yeah,
But that's the NFL wanted to get John Gruden though.
Savage, bad, yo.
They wanted to get Gruden. NFL wanted to get Gruden.
Did you see Gronkowski's podcast where he said Dana White said that Gruden Gruden put a dub. He said he worked the deal when Tom Brady was leaving the Patriots for him to go to Oakland. He said he was up for 3 days talking with the owner of
Robert Kraft.
No,
Mark Davis. Mark
Davis. And Gruden dubbed it. Like when it was locked and loaded, ready to go, done deal
for Brady to go to
money wise and all that, Gruden dubbed it. And then 6 months later, he's gone. So you tell me that didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yo, listen,
I just like the conspiracies to be open. Like I like to see things that you thought come to light. So you don't think you crazy, like you thinking like, oh wow, I'm overthinking. Am I really nutty? No, they all guilty, man.
Yeah,
they all guilty, man. Saber ain't the only one, and they got their groups.
Yeah,
I could point out a couple of owners that I could say that I could see in the office going, yo, that nigga, Knicks owner, we already know. Knicks owner.
We already know James Dolan.
Jets owner. Like I'll throw some people, conspiracy wise, no facts, but I'll throw some people. I watch.
Listen, I'll even throw the Maras under there, man. We haven't had a black head coach yet.
Yeah,
I can't do that with Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh is
the epitome of black.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh does everything black. They are fucking with niggas. Nah, I mean, my bad. Excuse me. I was just mad excited when you see Pittsburgh, man. Look, they hire you, yo. They give you a chance.
They give brothers chance. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Tomlin been there, and Tomlin has rewarded them with a Super Bowl and not a losing season. So
he hasn't had a losing season.
No,
and he ain't gonna have one this year neither. I don't think.
And they stole him from Tampa.
And they stole him from Tampa. And Mike Flores is looking nice.
What's crazy is he worked under
John
That's
his name, Flores.
Brian Flores.
Looking real nice on the sideline with that.
Oh yeah,
he'll get a job.
He's right there next to Mike Tomlin. He'll probably take over and Mike Tomlin retire.
I feel like Tampa did too, though. Tampa messed with Tampa. People. Always hired black coaches.
Tampa messed with
Tony Dungy.
But there's mad other ones. Raheem
Morris.
Rasheed Moore. He's fire too. He just look how good he's doing in the Rams. Just won a Super Bowl. Shit, he's doing good.
Yeah, he willed indeed.
Oh no, they listen. They just hired. They brought Todd Bowles as their head coach now. Tampa's always been an organization that they give.
We ain't gonna forget Brett Favre is garbage.
Brett Favre is garbage.
Let's just know that. I can't wait to see him get handcuffed. Because that's grimy, man. You gotta be. He gotta get handcuffed, man. It just spits.
I don't even think they're gonna show it on TV. They're gonna do it under the cover of night because it's Brett Favre.
Nah, I don't want it to be under the cover.
You want it to be a perp? You want it to be a perp walk?
What you mean? I want him to. Yeah, I want him to.
You want the perp?
I want him to
perp walk.
Yeah, come out the house and handcuff, or like how they did everybody else. They went to jail. You going to stop now?
Listen, I'm telling you right now, he's going to jail, bro.
He better not go to jail in Mississippi.
I'm not saying
unless that governor still is like something.
Well, he's still alive.
Is he something though?
No, he's just alive. He's gonna be alive in the South. That's what he's gonna be.
He's gonna be not the governor.
Listen, he might get pardoned.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, and that's where the game begins. So it don't matter.
If Trump wins in 2024, he might get pardoned.
And I won't even be mad. I just want it to be.
You wouldn't be mad. You wouldn't be mad.
Dude, there's nothing you could do. I've been gave up on fighting against people that
I'm telling you right now.
You can't fight them. Because we can't even stick together as a real community. So you can't fight the powers, but it's nice that to see the powers get exposed and fumble the ball sometimes. Oh wow.
He's gonna want that NFL money. He's gonna get up there on national television and he's gonna cop out.
He better cop out.
100%.
Because they got on.
So if he cop out, he ain't gonna serve no time. He's just gonna pay a lot of fine.
Correct. He's just gonna pay a lot of money, and then he's gonna be known as a motherfucker that'll steal from a broke ass state like Mississippi.
Nah, they did.
And it's from there.
They did Bernie. What's his name? Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff, man. This is a Ponzi scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. They rob millions of people or thousands of people, the city of Mississippi,
the state of Mississippi,
money.
State of Mississippi, yes.
Yeah, he gonna pay that shit back, and he ain't going.
Man, if he
ain't going to jail,
Yo, he ain't going.
If he don't go to jail, that just shows you.
Just show you money talks.
Because that's a Republican state, and they're gonna freaking
listen,
shit and
free Brett Favre, Favre. That's how it's gonna be.
Everybody is so this way or that way.
Watch the Democrats go.
No one can even.
This is when it becomes Republican.
Look at shit the way it is and be like, that's wrong.
This is when it becomes Republican.
Look, all right. Well, look at it this way. Look, I'm saying, look how they look at the January 6th rioters. Some people look at them as freedom fighters. We know what side is that. And then you got the side that considers them criminals.
So I'm about to fight for my freedom. I could go out.
I'm telling you right
that's
now.
what we're gonna call it. I hope everybody looks up to me the way they looked up to them when I fight for my freedom. Now, that's gonna be my excuse. Why did you do it? Freedom fighter. That ain't gonna get you nowhere, man.
That's not gonna get you nowhere. Absolutely.
Them people that were up in there taking pictures and the crazy dude with that crazy hat. Them dudes got some serious time.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, they already sentenced one dude to 10
time.
years.
Huh?
But you already hit. But one dude already got sentenced to 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Just walking in there, taking pictures.
10 years.
And when somebody got their wig pushed back too.
Oh no! So no, so the young lady that got shot. Listen,
got a gun.
So the young lady that got shot, right? The young lady that got shot. They're calling her a patriot.
They calling her a patriot?
Yeah.
Who calls her a patriot?
That's it.
Who? The right. That's who.
The right.
I go right, and I ain't calling her no patriot.
I lean right sometimes, and I ain't calling
her no patriot.
Bro, Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling her a patriot. Donald Trump is calling her a patriot. Donald Trump called her parents to be like,
listen, I expect Donald Trump to call everybody a patriot. Those were his members. What are you talking about? He better salute his teammates. that Donald Trump don't count.
Well, yeah, that was it right there.
Donald Trump called the ones that don't agree with him like traitors. on his own crew.
Of course.
His own crew.
They're gonna put him in jail too. Watch.
How many people he fired like he did his TV show once he got into office? He fired mad people.
He don't go to jail.
I'm not surprised that nothing Donald Trump do. I watched all his series. I watched how he got fired. I watched the whole thing.
I never watched that shit.
But Donald Trump was just as weird. His hair was just as messy. Like, that is Donald Trump, man. I was not sure. There's nothing he done while he was in office that I was
surprising.
Like, shocking.
Wasn't shocking.
No. Nothing shocking. I was just like,
he talk to me in January. That's all I know. In January, I want to feel everybody's temperature. Like, we're gonna know how much, how much we getting back, what our taxes look like. For real, that shit is a real last year was fucked up for me personally. I'm really worried about January. I'm super worried about this. Nigga, that money's coming in, but boy, am I worried about January. Because that's how it is, bro.
We'll see.
They changed the.
That's the thing I'm worried about. They always change shit.
Yeah,
so
they changed the.
You're just surprised. Comes January, you don't know what's what.
They changed their yearly.
Yeah, you just don't know what they're gonna do, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
I try to look up that tax bracket, and I ain't gonna lie.
You want to know what scares me?
It's so wrong that they made it look mad confusing. I couldn't figure out nothing on the bracket. I seen the whole.
It's not meant for you to understand. It's not meant for you to
Yo,
understand.
you know that they hired like right now, like before they had about 80,000 IRS agents, and they hired 100%. They hired 80,000 IRS agents.
Yeah.
And they're like,
why do you need 80,000? Why do you need 80,000?
They swear. Listen, this is the thing.
Seriously,
literally, bro. I heard.
Why do you need 80,000 stock?
They swore, bro, that they were gonna go after like people that are making capital gains on stocks, like short, quick stocks on like Robinhoods and shit. But like, they swore it wasn't about like small businesses that were making under 75,000. But I just find that hard to believe, because if you look at these big corporations and these people
aren't paying jack, aren't paying anything.
If the IRS sends them something, they're gonna go pay a lawyer mad money to get them out of this jam. If you send somebody that's making 75 grand some shit, they're gonna just pay the shit because they ain't got money.
Afford the lawyer. They can't afford the lawyer.
It's fucked up, and that's what I'm worried about. And like slowly, they hit us in the same week with 80,000 tax IRS agents, and then they gave $20,000 student loan debt in the same week. So that, like, to me, that just says like
they coming,
bro. I'm telling you, they coming, bro. They coming. They coming.
Yeah, they coming.
We're gonna take a quick break, bro.
They coming.
If you're looking for a sports program that gives you the flavor,
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show.
I am Cole Johnson, and welcome to
Cole Sports with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon, and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets. Discouragement, sorrow, distance. Your arguments cause damage to your family. The hurt leads to divorce. You feel like there is nowhere else to turn. But there is hope for you. That's where we come into play. There is an overcomer that lives inside of you. One ready to take on the world as you leap for joy, living in victory. You'll grow to love yourself and others. There's life after divorce, and you can claim it today. Get Over Divorce, where your new story begins here every Thursday on YouTube and Spreaker.
All right, and we're back. What the hell was that?
It was Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I saw that little bit where it did freeze because I don't know why. Probably on my end, but I don't know. I'm hardwired, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think it did it when I recorded with Cole Johnson.
That bit right there, it might be the clip.
No, just like I think like a segment of that. It
might be that clip.
Like lag.
It might be that clip. So we're back. We talked about Brett Favre. We touched on Robert Safer from the Suns. There was something else I wanted to talk about.
We touched on the IRS coming for people.
Yeah, we touched on that. It was an interesting week in the NFL. That was for sure. The Dallas Cowgirls are the only team in the NFC East that did not win.
I'm saying, I gotta give it to you. Saquon looked nice.
Man,
looking real good. Saquon's looking real good.
You Giants look.
I gotta get.
He's a Giants.
Yeah, he is a Giant.
Yeah, you guys look good. I ain't gonna lie.
Saquon was looking real good, and let's listen.
We didn't look good.
Yeah, he going for that 2 point. Going for that 2 point made him look real good. I ain't gonna lie.
But did you see he walked over to the defense and legit went right up to the captains and said, they showed it. You good on me going for it? Like he asked, like I'm not going for it because I think you guys is gonna give it up at OT. I'm going for it because I think that's what we gotta do. But he ain't explained it or nothing. He just walked up and was like, "Is it cool if we go for it?" Yo, dudes was like, "Go for it, coach." And he went for it.
Yeah,
So
that's what players want. They want a coach that's gonna win and go online.
You can tell, bro, after they won that game, how fucking like, especially Saquon, bro. That I mean, bro, he lives in New York. He got to hear it all fucking day. Eagle or Daily, New York Times, every day, bro.
He's done. He's done.
He's never gonna be the
bro,
same.
He shut people up. He shut people up.
Bro.
He shut people up. He showed that Saquon is back. Danny Jones, stop fumbling the ball and stop throwing interceptions. But you came back. You did what you did. So I can't bury him too much. But he showed flashes of his ability, and that's what pisses Daniel Jones. I don't call him Danny Dimes. He hasn't earned that name yet. I call him Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. That's what I call him. I call him his government name.
I just say Mr. Jones.
Listen, he don't even get that respect. It's Daniel Jones until
your team played good. I like.
No, they did. And the crazy thing is they didn't have their two pass rushers in the game. Thibodeau was out and Aziz was out. So the two best pass rushers were not in the game. Thibodeau will be back this week, so I'm excited about that. Sorry about your Jets.
I wasn't sorry.
Joe Flacco's a bum.
I've been a Jets for a long time.
They need to let Mike White play. Joe Flacco's a bum.
Joe Flacco should be retired. He should have been retired. I don't even know how he became a backup on our team. But it's the Jets, so I'm never surprised. This is what I'm saying.
I thought they were going to be better. I thought they were going to do better.
I'm a New Yorker, so two out of three.
I thought they were going to do better.
I did good. I did good this week. 2 out of 3. Buffalo and the Giants.
Buffalo showed they made a statement. I thought they made a statement.
Beware of the Vikings.
You weren't kidding.
Beware of the Vikings. Remember you thought I was bugging? Just keep.
I said I ain't put my money on Kirk Cousins.
Beware.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I did bury Kirk Cousins.
Beware of Washington.
I'm not gonna beware of that one.
Nah, you better beware.
Nah.
I told you them two teams.
Minnesota, yeah. And your boy Winston did light it up too. And I thought they were going to lose that game. Because Atlanta came out smoking.
Yeah, Atlanta, that's shocking. But I told you, Mariota and him, they go at it. Like it's like a funny when they play. Like they have games. Like you would think that they play in college. When they see each other, it's like they think college and they start playing.
Well,
it's not a quarterback like a threat. It's not like going and seeing Tom Brady across from you. You start overthinking shit. But when you see Mariota,
and how good did it feel to see? And you know, Tua is undefeated against Belichick. Belichick hasn't. Everybody wants to talk their crap about Tua,
dude. I'm not.
So he's beaten Belichick 4 times. He's 4-0 against Belichick.
Listen, Belichick is old. I think everybody should have a retirement time. Like that's how you make room for new people. You should not be coaching forever. Like, I don't think so. I think you get stuck in your ways, then the old tendencies, and everybody know you gotta be adaptable to your times. And I think all these old coaches need to go. Like you need young blood. You need
some fresh blood in there.
Energized people. His team they win, but I know it had to be boring. There's a difference when you win and it's fun, and then when you just win and it's just like, oh, we won.
Well, but when does Patriots ever be exciting? Patriots are
that's what I said.
They've never really been exciting.
His tenure is over. The fear of Belichick has been over.
Well, that's definitely Buffalo's.
There was more fear of
but I thought Miami made a statement with that win.
I mean, Tua and Hurts, they got to show me more. I'm not sold.
Eagles, that game, the Lions did make a comeback. Swift had a hell of a game, but Eagles held on to win the game. Hurts, and needs to. You know what's crazy? Devontae Smith had one pass thrown to him, and it was called back. And after that, he didn't have no catches, nothing, no yards, no nothing.
He only had 90 yards in the air, 1 touchdown, and like mad running yards.
He's not going to survive. He's not going to survive.
He's
not going to survive in that condition.
Tua got a better chance. Tua has a better chance.
So listen, Tua got Waddle. Tua got Hill. He's got a running game somewhat, so he doesn't really have to run the rock. And he has a decent tight end as well.
I mean, it's time. I told you this is going to be a weird season. I know all the favorites. Everybody's got Brady. They say he's the favorite, but Rodgers. I think
you can't really count that game because Dallas is trash.
Rodgers is going nutty. So
you can't really count that game because Dallas is trash. Really?
All right, but and Rodgers is nutty. The defense did what the defense did, though.
Bro,
so Brady he's Brady, so you got to give him his respect. But
we'll see when he plays someone for real.
He's 10 years old. I hope he ain't mess up his relationship to lose.
I think they're gonna have an issue with New Orleans.
They're gonna lose to New Orleans. I don't like saying it in front of my guest that was just here because he gets very upset. So I didn't talk about Tampa while he's here. But I betted against them last week, and I'm gonna bet against them this week. Like that one.
I did bet against him. I did. I actually thought Dallas was gonna play.
I'm going because like that. New Orleans always beats Tampa.
We'll see. We'll see New Orleans. I think New Orleans is gonna be good.
I just know it's insane. Like it's gonna be an insane season. I don't think all the people that everybody got as the favorites is gonna be in the at the end. I could see it being some weird Chargers and Bills because Bills ain't been there yet. So like them teams, Chargers, Bills, Vikings, I could see as a sleeper. I still gotta see more from the Saints, and I still gotta see a little bit more from Washington. But those are my sleepers. Those are my three. Well, the two sleepers is New Orleans and the Vikings.
Don't sleep on my Giants. I'm just saying that right now. Just don't sleep on my Giants.
No, but the Giants, I'm a New Yorker, so I assume that they're gonna be better than Washington. I just know that Washington is that sneaky person in that division that can definitely end up on top because y'all always have a different team every year.
I think it's our year. We haven't been there in a long time, so I think it's our year.
When you see Washington, I'll know. Because you get them see them twice, so we'll know what the Giants is doing once they face Washington twice. Tell the truth, we'll know once they face any of the division opponents.
Oh, week 3 is coming. We play Dallas.
Well, that's her. Y'all better win that one.
We'll see what
Danny Dimes can't beat whoever.
Do not call him Danny Dimes. Do not call him that. Do not call him that.
See, I'm not a real Giants fan.
He does not deserve that name. It is Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones.
All right. So D Jones can't lose to what's his name?
Cooper Rush.
Man.
That's a cool name though. Like Cooper Rush, that's a cool name.
Cool name when you're a starter. It's not a cool name if you're a backup.
Well, he's a starter now.
By default.
Hey, it don't matter how it don't matter how he got there.
That name would have been better if he was a running back.
Rush. It would have much better as a running back.
It would have been fire if he was a running back.
But now Cooper Rush is the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Unless they go out and sign Cam Newton or that's the name I keep hearing. Colin Kaepernick. That's not gonna happen. Maybe Andy Dalton.
Man, if you're gonna even consider,
or they could trade for Sam Darnold. That's the name we haven't heard.
Trade what?
I don't know. Trade anything. Some draft pick.
Sam Darnold, they're not trading for him. He lost to Baker.
He lost Baker twice. He lost to him as the first overall pick. He lost to him his starting job.
They need to bring Kaepernick back. That's it. Put him in a star.
What's that? Kaepernick just had a baby, so he's like he might want to just chill, helping the wife for the next 3 months.
Don't want to chill, man. He ain't want to chill since he ain't played. man, just sign him and let him. Let's see what he does. He did tryouts in the Raiders during the offseason.
Yeah.
He's practice. Man, listen, this is what I'm saying. If not him, then Cam Newton, better than Cooper Rush or whatever his name is.
I don't know if it's not if it's the Cam that we got in New England.
Tell the truth, I'd rather not, because they ain't got no real receivers, man. They messed up.
CeeDee Lamb is the only one, and
yeah. Then that means Cam will have to run.
Cam can't do that no more.
Yeah, he can't do that.
He's over
and
that.
Neither does Colin Kaepernick after having a baby. You don't want to run and get hit. Somebody gonna hit you. It might be a bounty on him if he get on there. You know what I'm saying?
Never know.
You never know. So yeah, those would be bad situations. So I believe that Cooper could win a couple of games, though. I think that they got a good defense.
Listen, if Mike McCarthy would run the rock, they have a better shot.
Maybe they should trade Mike McCarthy.
Listen, he's a lame duck coach. Yeah,
but you're gonna
he will listen. Sean Payton. They're waiting.
Dak should just stay out and let the season lose and just go wait for Sean Payton and don't risk it and no more injuries.
Not for Mike McCarthy.
Huh?
Not for Mike.
Don't play with Mike. Nah, don't play with Mike. If I was Dak, I sit out. I'd be like, yo, Jerry, man, you've been trying this guy forever. I hurt my thumb. No, let's get rid of that guy.
All right.
You know who we want.
All right, so we're gonna take one last quick break and we'll be back.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez. And it's caught! Debo Samuel with the catch.
Michael Jordan can sense.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
All right, we're back to close out the show. It's been a good show. This was a good show. I'm glad we got able to talk about Brett Favre and his bull crap. Of course, the Robert Shaver stuff in Phoenix, and yeah, whatever else we talked about. But it was a good show.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was a spur of the moment. Just so much coming out of the sports world is baffling.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
Not really baffling, but just crazy how it's just like unleashing.
Yeah.
If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's how you know the problems in all aspects of life.
Definitely. So check out my talk show. Check out my podcast, Real Wise Pod. Not Real Wise. Check out my podcast, Stuck in My Mind podcast, on all major platforms. Check me out. Check out my YouTube channel, Real Wise, Stuck in Real Wise. Well, Real Wise TV. Check out Real Wise TV. Check out our YouTube channel where you can actually catch the replay of this show, which airs every Friday, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern on the BS3 network on the Roku. You can just download it from the Roku app. And check out my podcast, Stuck in My Mind podcast on the YouTube channel. Finally got it correct. And what else? What else we got there? Check out our Teespring stores, Real Wise Productions.
Teespring store. Give us some feedback. And check out Real Wise Radio.
Yes, Real Wise Radio is coming back. We should have that back online tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. That's what we got going on. That's it for us. So everybody have a good night. I am WIZE.
I'm Papi Jae. Stay safe.
That's it?
Yeah, stay safe.
What's that? You got a fly or something?
Yeah, you know me, man. Annoying when them things come. Only be one and something, I'll be mad.
All right, so we out.